Crazy facts about medieval torture devices that actually existed. When you think of the Middle Ages, you might picture knights and castles, but hidden behind the stone walls were tools that showed just how inventive and fearful people could be. Surprisingly, most torture devices were rarely used. They were built to scare people into confessing before things got serious. Fear was often more effective than pain. The most famous device, the rack, used ropes and rollers to stretch the body slowly. But its main purpose was psychological, to make suspects confess before a single turn. The Iron Maiden, that metal coffin lined with spikes, might be the most famous of all. But historians now believe it was mostly a myth created centuries later for shock value. Not all punishment was violent. The pillory was a wooden frame placed in town squares where offenders were locked and mocked by the public, more embarrassing than deadly. Some medieval interrogation chairs were covered with blunt spikes, enough to frighten, not pierce. They often ended questioning before it even began. Water torture didn't always mean drowning. Often it was just dripping water on the same spot, not painful but maddening over time. This small device was placed under the chin and chest to keep someone from speaking. It looked cruel but symbolized silence more than it was used for harm. Here is the craziest fact. Many of these medieval devices were actually made in the 18th or 19th century as tourist attractions and propaganda, not real medieval tools. The truth is, medieval torture was as much about fear and control as it was about punishment. These devices remind us how powerful imagination and propaganda can be.